Hey, what is going on? Adam here. Excited to bring you a brand new video today on how to set your calories for fat loss without losing muscle. Really important video for you. I believe it's going to be really helpful if you take what I teach you today and implement it into your life, into your nutrition, into your training. So I'm just taking a walk right now, getting some steps in. I'm pretty active, so I walk a lot each day in my job. Super important to walk, but let's dive right in. So first things first, I think a lot of guys struggle to know how to actually lose fat. They struggle for a lot of different reasons. I think a lot of guys either go too low in calories, and so they kind of do these crash diets, and it's just unsustainable. I think some guys, they probably underestimate how much they're actually eating, and so they don't lose fat. The important thing is to know how to set your calories to actually burn body fat without losing muscle. And so, sorry, my finger keeps getting on the screen. You want to be able to eat the right amount of calories and actually lose fat, maintain, or even build a little bit of muscle. And so let's talk about that. There's three things that you need to know about fat loss. Number one, you cannot lose fat without eating in a calorie deficit. You cannot lose fat without eating in a calorie deficit. It's probably the most important thing you need to know, because fat loss, or weight loss in general, honestly is a numbers game. You must eat less calories than your body burns each day to maintain its current weight. So every single day, you and I, every single person on this planet, burns a certain amount of calories each day. And I'll get into a little bit about that here in a minute on how to kind of calculate how many calories you probably burn on average each day. But that's the first thing you need to know. You're not going to be able to lose fat unless you eat in a calorie deficit. You must eat less calories than your body burns or requires each day to maintain your current weight. You have to eat less calories than that. So that's the first thing. The second thing you need to know about fat loss is that you need to prioritize eating sufficient amounts of protein and training for strength. Here's why. When it comes to fat loss, some people, they just want to lose weight. Some guys, they just want to lose weight. But what they don't realize is that if you don't prioritize protein, if you don't prioritize proper training, strength training in the gym, getting stronger on key lifts, my favorite lifts are like, incline bench press, overhead shoulder press, Bulgarian split squats for the quads and legs, the glutes. And I really like, when I say incline, shoulder press, Bulgarian split squats, and weighted pull-ups. Weighted chin-ups are my favorite to build a really good body and a lot of good strength. But if you don't prioritize protein, if you don't prioritize, sufficient protein, you don't prioritize strength training, getting stronger in the gym, you're going to lose weight, but you're going to look worse because you're not going to maintain muscle mass. And you probably aren't gonna, you're not gonna build muscle either. And so you want to prioritize eating around 0.82 grams of protein per pound of body weight each day. That's kind of what research shows as being sufficient for not only maintaining muscle mass, but also building muscle mass as well. You don't need to eat 1 gram per pound of body weight. You don't need to go up to 1.5 or 2 grams like some of these guys say. You could actually even go as low as like 0.7 grams. In fact, I heard some research the other day that said that, I can't remember what study. I'm not even gonna attempt to pretend like I remember, but they said like even as low as like 0.4 or 0.5, something crazy. Definitely wouldn't do that. I would stick to 0.7 or 0.82 grams per pound of body weight each day is sufficient. So, 180 pound male, which is kind of where I'm at, about 145 grams of protein per day is all that I need, all that you would need to maintain or even build muscle. So that's the first thing. Second, you would need to prioritize getting stronger in the gym. If you do not get stronger in the gym, like I said, you're not going to put on muscle or maintain muscle. Strength training is a signal to your body to keep or build muscle. So you need to do that so that you look your best. As you lose weight, as you lose body fat, you want to reveal the muscle that you already have, or if you do kind of a body recomposition, you want to be able to build muscle as you lose body fat as well. So you'll look even better and you'll feel better too. Having more muscle is good, having less fat is good. So that's the second thing. You got to prioritize proper protein. You got to prioritize strength training. The third thing that you need to know when it comes to fat loss is that you don't want to lose fat too quickly. You really don't want to lose fat too quickly. You want to be able to lose fat at a good, healthy, sustainable rate so that, like I said, it's sustainable so that you can stick with it. If you lose fat too quickly, you're just going to give up. And that's the problem with, crash diets. That's kind of the problem with, losing fat too quickly, is that you can't stick with it. You need to learn how to stick to a diet and stick to a calorie deficit so that you can actually lose fat over the long haul. And then once you lose fat, and this is kind of what I recommend, is that you would lose fat one time. If you've got, 10, 15, 20 plus pounds of fat to lose it now. And then you'll be able to just focus on staying lean, keeping a low body fat while building muscle. And so you don't want to lose fat too quickly. That's the third thing you need to know about fat loss. Take it slow. I know, I get it. You want to lose it quick. You want to get it off as quick as possible, but you want to do it slow and steady. That's what they say. Slow and steady wins the race. So that's the third thing you need to know about fat loss. So let's talk really quick about how to know how much fat you even have to lose. Because if you don't know how much fat you actually have to lose, you're just going to be shooting in the dark. You're going to be aiming at nothing. You got to have a target. And so I think the best way to know how much fat you have to lose is with your waistline measurement. So when it comes to your waistline, an ideal waistline, which is my opinion, is about 44, which is pretty lean, 44%. And I would even say maybe the best goal would be to get to around 45% of your height for your waistline around your belly button. So this will require you to buy, like a tape measure, or one of those like white clothing, whatever tape measures. I don't even know what they're called. I've got one. I bought it at like a CVS or something. But you want to buy one of those, and you want to measure your waistline. Don't suck in, don't push out, kind of breathe out all your air. Measure right at your belly button. You want to get that measurement down to, like I said, 45% of your total height. So for 6'1", which I'm 6'1", what that would mean is that, like 32 and a half inches would be like a really good waistline for me or for anyone that's 6'1". 32 inches for like someone that's like, 6 feet tall. So, figure that out. If you're 5'10", 5'11", 5'8", whatever it is, 6'1", 6'2", try to get your goal is to get your waistline to about 32, or I'm sorry, for 6'1", to be like 32 and a half inches would be really, really good for me. It's a really good shoulder to waist ratio, makes you look better. It's an indicator of really low body fat, which is also good. But basically, for every inch that you have to lose, and this is how you know how much fat you have to lose, for every inch that you have to lose, that's about 5 pounds of body fat that you would need to cut. These aren't exact numbers. It's just kind of generally what's true. is that you'd have about 5 pounds of body fat to cut for every inch you have to lose. So let's say you have an ideal waist measurement of 32 inches based on your height, and you measure and your waist is 36 inches. That would indicate that you've got about 20 pounds of fat to lose. For every inch it's 5 times 4, that's 20. So you would know you need to lose about 20 pounds of fat and about 4 inches off your waistline. And so, just take your body height in inches, or, however you want to calculate it, times that by 45% or 44% if you want to get even leaner. And then that's your target waistline. And for every inch you got to lose from where you're at now, is about 5 pounds of fat to look really good and to feel really good. And so that's how you know how much fat to lose. So let's actually talk about now the point of this video, but I feel like you need to really know all of that stuff first. But secondly, I guess the third part of this video now is to actually how to go about setting your calories. So what you do, you got your waistline target now. You know about how much fat you actually have to lose as you build muscle and eat proper protein. Eating proper protein and strength training to build muscle. Now that you know all that, let's talk about how to set your calories. So I want you to take your current body weight and I want you to multiply that by 15. Now this is a very general, very average number, but when you take your current body weight, multiply that by 15, and this is really if you've only got like 5 to 15 pounds of fat to lose. So this is why I talked about how to know how much fat you do have to lose. But if you've only got like 5 to 15 pounds of fat to lose, take your current body weight. If you've got, let's say, over 20 pounds or more of fat to lose, 4 inches or more off your waist, you want to take your goal body weight. So let's say you've got 20 pounds of fat to lose, you're 200 pounds, you want to get down to 180, you would take 180 times 15, goal body weight. But if you've only got 5 to 15 pounds of fat to lose, then what you want to do is take your current body weight, multiply that by 15. So that's step one. And the reason you do that is because, for a moderately active male, you burn about 15 calories per pound of body weight each day to maintain your weight. So this is what is known as your maintenance level calories. And so once you determine your maintenance level calories, this is step 2, you're going to subtract 400 calories off of that number. And then that negative 400, that is a negative, it's a 400 calorie deficit. So this is actually going to be your calorie target each day for your calorie deficit. Negative 400 calories. So you're going to eat each day 400 calories less than your maintenance level calories, which is going to force your body to tap into body fat for energy, for fuel. This is how fat loss works. There's no need to do extra cardio. I'm walking right now. I'm burning calories right now. Walking is the best way. It's the best form of cardio to burn extra calories. I'm not burning body fat right now. I'm burning, which actually I am because I'm fasting right now. So my body is using fat for fuel and energy. I do recommend a daily fast. If you want to get lean and stay lean, it's probably the best, I would say, argue it is the best strategy to get lean and stay lean and build muscle. It's good for building muscle too, but that's another video for another time. Going a little too long here. But you'll eat in a negative 400 calorie deficit. Now that is for your current body weight. If you've got 20 plus pounds to lose, you want to take your goal body weight and multiply that by 15. And I recommend, maybe a 600 calorie deficit. And the reason for that is because if the more fat you have to lose, the more your body can handle a greater deficit, because you've got more fat on your body, which means you are carrying more energy on your person, on your body, for your body to use as fuel. Not only as fuel for energy, but also for building muscle. But anyways, so yeah, a 400 calorie deficit or a 600 calorie deficit If you want to do a 500 calorie deficit, you can kind of meet right in the middle. That'd be about a pound of fat per week. And like I said, that is perfect. I don't think I mentioned any numbers or anything, but like a pound of fat a week is like perfect. You know, if you've got only 5 pounds to lose, you might only want to lose like half a pound a week. Take it really slow then as you're kind of getting closer to that goal body weight. But the third thing, so that's step 1. Step 2, multiply by 15, subtract 400 to 600 calories, 500 if you want to lose about 1 pound a week. Again, these aren't exact numbers, and so that's why I've got the step number 3 in here, which is to adjust as needed. This is super important. You might find that, you subtract 400 calories, 500, 600 calories from that maintenance level number, and you might find that you're barely losing any weight. You are free to adjust your calories as needed. Maybe on every Friday, I like to weigh myself every day, but every Friday I'll kind of take my body measurements, all of that. If I haven't moved, if my average, weight hasn't moved, or unless I'm trying to maintain, which right now I'm cutting some fat. If I haven't moved at all, if my waistline's not going down or whatever, I'm gonna adjust my calories a little bit. I'm gonna tweak it. Now, I'll only do that by like 100 calories per day. This is where some guys make the mistake of they're like, man, I'm not losing weight. I'm just gonna, do a crash diet and eat way less calories than I should. And then they can't stick to it. I recommend only adjusting by like 1, maybe 200 calories a day, because you want to be able to sustain it. And so that is the 3 steps to setting your calories for a calorie deficit or to lose fat while building muscle. The last thing I'll say here is if you want help with any of this, or if you kind of want like more of a structured plan, nutrition plan, and kind of like a free workout plan, I do have a 4-week nutrition plan and workout plan for you that you can pick up for free. It's my 30-day fitness jumpstart guide. You can get it by going to adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart. Try to make it easy for you. adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart. I will link to that below in the description as well as in the comments. So just follow that link, put your email in there, and I will send you that guide for absolutely free. No gimmicks, no BS or anything like that. Just want to be helpful for you guys. So you can pick that up. I hope this video was helpful for you. I know it's kind of long. It's only my 2nd video I've ever done on YouTube, but this channel, I want it to be very valuable, very helpful for you. I promise you. Take what I've taught you today, go and apply it, and watch your body transform as you get leaner, as you learn to stay lean, and as you get stronger in the gym and build muscle. Your body is going to transform. So again, pick up that 30-day fitness jumpstart guide, adamfarrellfitness.com/jumpstart. If you like this, if it was helpful, would love your support. Subscribe to my channel. I got much more to come. Lots planned for the next year or so. Would love for you to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Would really appreciate that. But that is going to do it for today. I will talk to you guys soon.